What is up, my fellow foxes? Welcome to Fox Talk Studios. That's a tongue twister, I know. But don't worry, this episode is not going to be about Rec Room announcements or anything. I'm here to give you guys an awesome tutorial that you guys can use, and it's pretty simple. We're going to split this video into two parts, and you'll see why. Anyways, let's just get right into it with saying, thank you for the support on the last video, the making PvP game out of only dodecahedrons. Thank you for that. But in this episode, we are going to be talking all about how you can make your own PvP game. It's very simple, and yeah, just whatever. Let's get right into the video. Alrighty, here we are. Now, I want to show you guys what I did. So, to create your room, you're just going to go to create new room, type, you probably want to use this for a PvP game, so then you click on that and you just create your name. But right here is mine, Fox Plays Tutorial PvP. Now, I do recommend putting PvP in the name, because usually, if you put PvP in the name, people are going to be more likely to check it out, because they'll look up PvP and they'll see that. So, what we're going to do is, to start off, you're going to want to delete this box. Maybe excluding the floor, if you really don't want to. So, here's your floor. Now I found a better way to save your ink, and that is to make it out of, these blocks, right? So, for my PvP, I want it to take place in a desert. And what I mean by these blocks, I mean, you want to make a small model of it first, and then you can just scale it up, and that's what it will work the best. Alright. Now what you're gonna want to grab is let's grab some of these pyramids, right? Now, okay, so if I want mine to take place in a desert, I want to surround this in some things, like triangles, to make it look more like it's a desert or something. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what you're going to want to do. So essentially, just make your box, make your map, like the land, and then add some stuff in the back, like surrounding the walls, so people can't escape. And yes, they probably can still escape from this, but you can add invisible collisions, which I will show you later. Now, let's just undo that. Alright. So you're just gonna place some of these looking things. Just like that. There you go. We need to add a few more, but then you're set. So, you're just gonna blah, 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 do this. Do something like that. And then, let's do one thicker, taller one, and one smaller one, right there. And scale that one out. And there you go. Now, just make sure you check the scale when you, okay, obviously you're gonna want to scale it up first. And when you do scale this up, you can go ahead and delete this floor right here. And that's that. Now, we have a slight issue, I just realized. We need to scooch this up, because there is an invisible collision preset on the floor, where the floor level was, that I just deleted. And if that is there, then you can't get to the map. Alright, boom, that's it. But you know people aren't going to want to really fight in this, because look, it's not like, there's no action in it or anything. So here's what I would do. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this room. Then you're gonna want to go settings, and down to allow creative tools and beta content. You're gonna turn this on, and then just trust me. It will save the room, but you will get a ton more stuff. And yeah, some shapes that you might need. So, here, you save the room, and now if you go into your maker pen, you got all these fancy shapes, like okay, that's just a pyramid. But then here's the dodecahedron that I used. But if you go down here, there's this mound piece. Now, if you scale yourself up, you add some of these mounds around here, you can make like hills. And that way the terrain isn't as flat. And also, you can, since this map's desert themed, you could add some pyramids, you could add cactuses, which is what I'm going to do eventually. So, here's that. Alright. Now, I will go ahead and say, for some of this video, you will see me using inventions. And I recommend you do the same. Not saying make your entire game out of inventions, but I'll show you. So if you want music in your game, it's a bit complicated to do. So I recommend going over to Store. Then you'll want to go to Inventions. And one of the best songs is going to be Candyland. So just look up Candyland. Shoot, spelled that wrong. So this is one of the best songs, Tobu Candyland. Now get this one right here by Hey Lopper. Even though it has buttons, I'll show you what to do. So, right here, you're going to want to take these buttons, and you're just going to want to delete these two. And then this stop chip right here, you're going to delete the stop chip. Then, you're going to come over here, and you're going to connect this 7 to this 1. So now the music will loop. And you can also hear it from anywhere on the map. I'm going to get copyrighted for this. Tobu, I literally don't care. As long as you don't copyright strike me, I'm fine. Okay, now that this is done, I'm going to do a few adjustments around here, like change the mountains a bit, and then I'll show you what else to do from there. Alrighty, so I just made a few adjustments. I scaled some of these mountains out a little bit, so they should not be able to climb out anymore, which is good. So, if you have walls like this, you don't have to do the next, I'm not going to do this, but usually I would put a trigger volume down here, so when they jump out of the map, they would die. Yep, also this music is a vibe. Just trust me, this music is, people, will listen to this for hours, just trust me. Alright, so, next step is going to be, I'd say, to make the spawn area. Now, I'm going to use Dodeki Heroes for this, because I love blue drones. But we're going to go up, we're going to scale ourselves up, and we're going to go to Sands, and we're going to go to Painted Brick, right here. From there, let's make our spawn, right up here, and let's just go ahead and make it yay big, like a diamond sort of shape. There. Now you have basically your spawn area, right? Chill. So up here is where I'm going to take circuits. So, we're going to come down to this Tobu Candyland music. Going to select entire invention, and we're going to grab this, and we're just going to bring it up here. Also, the reason why I say you should use inventions for the music is because, unless you're on PC, it's going to be pretty dang hard. You can use your phone audio and stick it up to your headset, but it's really annoying to do. I've tried it, and it doesn't even sound good. So you're just going to select these 3 chips down here as well, that you see it spawn. And you're just going to go ahead and you're going to set it right over here. Beautiful. Now, we got all of that done. Alright. So, now we just need our sign and a few other things. So for your sign, you can either use tubing or you can use text. Which I'm going to use tubing, actually, for this part. No, wait. Should I use tubing or text? Okay, also, if you're using tube setting, I highly recommend you do not use it on grid, because it freaking sucks. So, I know what I'm gonna in this PvP map already. So you just gotta basically write it out. So, I'm gonna write it out, and this PvP map's gonna be called Sandscape PvP. So if you're ever wondering if you want this to be, if you want to play this, then you're free to. But it might get taken down, because I am trying to limit how many PvP games I have up at a time. Forest Fighters is always up, the Dodeki Drone PvP is always up. I checked on Microphone PvP and some others. So, Sandscape. Now, I would do PvP in bright colors, because if you do PvP in bright colors, kids will be scrolling and they'll see PvP bright, and they'll go, oh, okay, this is a PvP game. I want to go check it out. I'm trying to exploit it. Cut that out, bro. That sounds bad out of context. Alright, so there's your Sandscape PvP. So these are 2 separate. If you want, you can merge them. But I personally like it more where you can, just do this. So, then right over here, right where you're gonna jump off, you're gonna want to put Sandscape PvP, right there. So you're gonna want to put your sign right there. And then back here, you can put credits or whatever. On the sides, you can put keys or whatever. You get the point. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to make a skydome. So you need a skydome chip. And you're going to need a background objects chip. Well, you don't need it, but it's something that you could do. So you're going to configure the skydome chip. And I'm going to say, actually, no. I'll show you guys how to do it. So right here, sky bottom, sky top, we got that. Now you're gonna go periwinkle for the ground bottom, and then for ground top, I do blue. So there's that, and then horizon, I'd stick with white. Oh, no! I'm gonna do that. Alright, then you're gonna go to this pin right here, and you're gonna configure that. Click on 1. That'll enable it. Now for background objects, I'm going to do some low mountains. Not of that color is hideous. But instead I'm gonna do like something sort of that color to make it look like canyons. And then I'm gonna take the transparency and I'm gonna put it down a little bit, right? Like, to make it look like they're still mountains, but they're farther out. Alright. Clouds. Let's do large clouds. I don't even know where the clouds show up, to be honest, because I never see them. Blah, blah, blah. Moon, none, blah, blah. Okay, there. And then same thing right here, you're going to configure this, and you're just going to enable that. I literally don't even know where clouds spawn, so you guys can ignore the clouds, honestly. Alright. So now, you have your spawn area, you have your background, you have your music, you have all this stuff, right? How do you make it an actual PvP game? So, we're going to show you guys right here. You're going to want to grab a game chip. Or game rules. That's what it's called. Then I'm going to take this game rules. I'm going to put that right over here by the rest of the circuits. Now, if you don't want to configure and make it all custom, I recommend doing this. So, if you look at Paint, you're going to want to do this one. Paintball Team Battle Circuit Board. Now, I don't do this normally, but I'll go ahead and do it for you guys. Because it's a lot simpler, and then you just got to connect it, and boom. Now,
right.
Okay,
looks like you're the first one here.
First of all, you're going to want to, you are going to want to configure one thing. Go all the way to the bottom. This out of the bounds thing, you're going to want to turn that off, because it gets mad annoying. Like, it detects if you're, like, too far out on your boundary, and it's stupid. Okay, so, there's that, right? Well, it's not a PvP game if you don't have, let's say, obstacles or weapons. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say, here's how you can spawn in some weapons. So, let's use paintball guns. Just look up paint, and then you'll see all the guns.
Feel free to practice.
So, I'm gonna spawn in some snipers. So, we're gonna spawn a sniper right there. And a sniper right... No, they can't access that hill. Sniper right there. Alright, and then we'll have, like, a paint launcher over here on this hill. And then we'll take, like, some paint shotguns. And you're basically just going to take whatever weapons you want in your game, and you're just going to spread them out around the map. Let's do a single paint thrower back in this corner, I guess. And then you're going to... Okay, so you'll spawn with a paint pistol when you have this configuration on. Let's add some... No, let's not add paint grenades. Look how tiny that is, though. So, now you have your weapons. Come over here. Oh, there's a shotgun. Grab it. There, your weapons are here. Cool. Now, we got that part done. So you got your weapons and everything. Now, the only issue is this biome, this area.
Practice as long as you like.
Also, I'm gonna turn it off in a second. Hold on. But essentially,
looks like you're the first one here.
Bro, shut up, coach. This is still barren. Like, I would not want to play for hours on this map because it's a barren wasteland. So, here's what you're going to want to add obstacles, right? Or, like, add something. So, I'm going to add a tower right here. So, just make it a pretty basic tower out of cubes or something. And then you can add, like, multiple floors even. But when you get to the top floor, if you want people to be able to access the top floor, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to slide these over like that. And there you have it. So now they can get up that. And then at the top of your line, like, we're just going to go ahead and set, like, some little wall sort of things. So this is our little tower, right? Yeah, chill.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
So you got a tower. Sweet. Now I'm going to click done. And here's an easy tip. If you want multiple towers, just clone it. And then scoochie it over. And maybe rotate it a little bit. So let's put it over here on the opposite side of it. And we're going to rotate it. So it's facing that way. And we're going to, like, scoot it back. I'm trying to figure out a good position for this thing. Alright, actually, we're just going to keep it facing that way. there's your 2 towers, right? So now you got towers, you got mounds. I think you can climb these, right? Shoot, darn it, you can't. Okay, you can. It's just a little hard. So, now you got all this jazz. Yeah, cool. But still, the map's a little bare, so add props if you'd like. For example, I have an invention that I made called a cactus. I thought.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
Maybe I didn't, but...
Looks like you're the first
So
one
we're gonna
here.
take this cylinder, and
Use
we're
the
gonna take
people
this
tab on your
particle board
watch
right
to
here,
invite your friends
and now
to
we're just
join
gonna
you.
boom, and we're just gonna have to go out of grid because grid is mad annoying in certain times. And they're gonna take that, and you're just gonna create some cactuses. And then to say make it look more like a cactus, you might want to take a hemisphere. Actually, let's do that. And we're just gonna go ahead and make this mound, and we're gonna set that like right there. And also, it's okay if your modeling skills are not the best, because you can tell mine are not the best. Like, that's supposed to be a cactus. And, yeah, basically, though, you have your cactus now, and you can just go ahead and place some of these around the map.
Feel free to practice as long as you
And
like.
it doesn't matter how many... Shut up, coach! It doesn't matter how many,
Looks like you're the first one here.
It doesn't matter how many you
Use the
have,
people
it's
tab
just...
on your watch
It's a
to
matter
invite
of,
your
like...
friends to join
Is
you.
your game engaging? That's what I'm gonna say. Because my games... I have, like, max engagement on one of them, like, 14 minutes, and it sucks. So... That's something, and we're gonna set that right there. I do want more cactuses, because this is not enough cactuses. If you're in a desert, you're gonna be like, there's gonna be a ton of cactuses, right? Yeah, like, obviously. You can scale these to different sizes if you want, but I'm gonna not for now. Because my time limit. I don't have a time limit, I just want to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible.
Feel free to practice as long as you like.
Now you have some cactuses spread out around the map, right?
Looks like you're the first one
It's not a
here.
ton, but there.
Use the people
There you
tab
go.
on your watch to invite
You
your
got some
friends to
cactuses.
join you.
So, you got your spawn point right here. You got your cactuses. You got your mounds. You got your towers. What else is there to add? First of all, you're going to go over here, and you're going to want to turn off one more thing. Notifications and voiceovers, and you're gonna turn off all of these. And I just realized, if you want your game to be free-for-all, which I'm assuming you do, change it to, let's say, 10 people map, 10 teams of 1. There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, what else could there be to add? Okay, so, I'm gonna show you a little magic trick. So, if you go ahead and look up, if you go to the invention store and look up, not Holotar, crap. If you go to the invention store and you look up kill leaderboard, kills and death leaderboard, or working kill scoreboard, either one. If it says working kill scoreboard, I get it because that's what you need. And then you're gonna that's not good. That's not good. Hey. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Alright, so this thing doesn't do that again. So just go ahead and take let's say some cubes. Let's just say cubes. Alright. And then you're gonna want to go ahead and make a platform like right about there, and you're just gonna do that, and then you're going to grab this right here. And set that right there. Maybe scoot it over because it would be blocking your PvP logo. And let's just go ahead and do one last thing, and we're going to go ahead and scale this down. There's that. So, now you have a working kill scoreboard right here. You can change it, the name to whatever you want. Alright. So you got your weapons, you got your game configuration, you got that. One last thing before I send you guys off to try this on your own is creator feedback buttons. So if kids really like your game, they can favorite it so they come back to it later. Yeah. Definitely. They always love my games. Totally. Alright, oh true. There. So now, when they get in the game, it'll say Sandscape PvP. Actually, I did forget about one last thing. So, you can either do this on your own, or if you look up spawn points in the world spawned by FXPZ, right here, world spawned by FXPZ, that's my world spawn. You can purchase it if you'd like. It's free, actually. So, we're gonna take this spawn point right here, and we're just gonna set it like, yay, right there, I guess. So when you spawn in, you should be looking like that. Now, you need a player event chip. Right here. You need a player event chip, and then you just need to connect player joined to that, and boom. Go ahead and just simply rotate it. Now when you spawn in, boom, you'll see that. Now one last thing, please do this. Save your room. You don't have to add the description. Save your room, because if you don't save it, you lose progress, alright? Happened to me before. We were working on a game called The Bloodstained Manor, I think it was. And then also, if it says this, I just delete the backup, because usually it's nothing. But here you go, Sandscape PvP. That's essentially that's the essentials. That's basically all you need. You need weapons, you need some decoration, you need a spawn point. So, here you guys go. There's your PvP map. You can make it. Don't copy mine exactly, but just go ahead and follow the circuits. And yeah, that's your PvP map. And thank you guys for watching. Also, thanks again for all the support on my last video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.